Hi, everybody. Welcome. Like I said, thank you for making the time and joining us on this webinar. This is the first one that we're doing, but we're hoping to bring a lot more content to you to give you more information about the app, new features that are coming. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that towards the end, and we want to hear from you. So for everybody who's tuning in, we want to hear from you. We want to know what it is that you want to see from us, what kind of content we can bring to you, how we can help you level up your practice, what we can do on the platform to make it better for you and make it easier to use. We are really excited because we have a brand new community manager here at YourCoach. Her name is Rebecca. You can email her, Rebecca at yourcoach.health, or you can email social at yourcoach.health. You can reach out to us on all the socials, and we're really, really happy to hear from all of you. So without further ado, just a few words about where we have been, where we got started, and where are we going. So what is YourCoach? For those of you that don't know, we began our journey in 2019. I'm a little bit about me. I'm Marina. I did not even introduce myself. I am Marina. I'm the CEO and co-founder of YourCoach. I became a health coach after I was diagnosed with cancer, which was in 2014, and I became a health coach in 2017. Time really does fly. And when I became certified, I realized that just the pen and paper will not do. Actually, my husband was the one who said you cannot practice with your clients with pen and paper. So I called my co-founder and really good friend Dan, and we set out to create this solution for me so that I can communicate with my clients. And in doing so, we realized how much bigger it could be. So in 2019, we released our first version in the App Store. Some of you who are joining have been with us from the beginning, I believe, but there's definitely been quite an evolution of YourCoach from those first days. And the hope, the dream, the goal is for this to become your virtual home for all your coaching practice needs. So everything you need will be right here. I'm hoping a lot of it is already here, that you feel that way as well. And you can focus on what you do best, which is coaching and which is helping your clients. We are really about spreading the power of health and wellness coaching. We're building a coaching community, which is something really, really important to us. It's not just about having tech, which we're very proud of what we built, but we are truly building this community of coaches. This is the most giving community, and I will never stop saying that. And we want to connect with you, and we want to connect you to each other and to see how we can help people together. It's all about helping shape happy humans. And a little sneak preview. Some of you I know attended our webinar, not our webinar, our symposium that we had last November. We are going to be holding another one this year. The date is going to come a little bit later, but it is going to focus all around happy humans, because this is what it's about. We have a mobile platform right now, which has everything that you need. And the reason we went mobile first, and I've said this before, it's because everybody was always on a move, and everybody always wanted something that they can communicate with their clients wherever they are. And then 2020 hits, no need to say anything more about that. And everybody is now in front of their computers. So we have a brand new, super exciting desktop version that's coming soon. We're starting to beta test it with a few select coaches who have been helping us, like I said, from the very beginning. And we're going to be starting that in the next week or so. And we're hoping to roll it out for everybody else really, really soon. So our goal at YourCoach, and this is something that I say to my team all the time, because a lot of them are developers and they're sitting there, and we talk a lot about code and how we can make the tech better and the platform, but our goal is to touch lives. One of our KPIs is how many lives can we touch. So it's not about just giving you this tech, this great platform to run your business. It's about empowering you to help make happy humans. So that's what it all comes back to. Anyway, so that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about the platform. Um, I guess let's get to why we're here. What do you need for your practice? So there are a lot of tools out there. First of all, you need an appealing website, and I know a lot of you have websites already. You need appointment scheduling and booking software. So there's Calendly, there's Schedule Once, there is GenBook, and we're talking to a lot of you, which I love to do. I love connecting with coaches. I've heard it all. So this is just a small sampling of what is being used out there. There's also tools to keep track of client engagement, progress, individual programs. So some of them are right here, which is Stride, Way of Life, Ad Tracker, the list goes on. There is contracts and other legal documents that you need to sign, DocuSign, HelloSign, Adobe Sign. And in addition to having a lot of these tools, you also need to pay for each one of these separately. So it just does not make it easier for us to do our work as coaches. There's questionnaires and forms, and there's Typeform and Google Forms and SurveyMonkey that you can very easily create, and you can email them to your client, and you can email back and forth, and you can host it on your computer. Absolutely, these are all viable options. And then there is a slew of other things that we can do to keep in touch with our clients, which is using Messenger and WhatsApp and Viber and video conferencing like Zoom. And I know we all love Zoom these days, I know. There's social media, which is so much to keep track of. I don't know how anybody does it all themselves. And there's payments. So Stripe, Apple Pay, PayPal, Cash, Barter, I don't know. There's all sorts of things out there. And all of these are really, really great options. And if they work for you, absolutely, more power to you. But we have an all-in-one solution. This is what we created at YourCoach. YourCoach is your virtual home, and it helps you do all of that and more in one place. You can do anything from creating your practice, from onboarding your clients, to having them sign contracts directly on the platform, to actually coaching them through it. You'd never need to leave for Zoom. You don't need to leave to send a message to your client. All the documents that you want to share with them are right there. When they fill out our interactive forms and questionnaires, you have the information right there. You never need to go anywhere. So I know that's why a lot of you are here today, to go through YourCoach, and I am very, very excited to have Sasha here with us today, and he is going to help me demonstrate. Sasha, are you here? Are you with us?
I'm here.
Hi.
Thank you for having me, Marina.
My pleasure. So let me just do a little background. So Sasha reached out, and we were going to do a one-on-one demo. And then the idea of this webinar came about because we just wanted to have something and just share it with as many people as possible. And Sasha was kind enough to agree to be my guinea pig for this. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And my apologies for calling you a guinea pig. So Sasha is a newly trained Duke coach, and he is very newly national board certified. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, Marina.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Why don't you tell us like a little bit about yourself and what you do, and then we can jump into doing a live demo.
Absolutely. So I've started working in health and fitness more than 10 years ago, starting out as a personal trainer on the side, then looking how can I improve lives through performance enhancement through professional development, working in HR, working as a manager, then as an executive. So I've really been there myself, stressed out, building businesses and trying to balance life with work and everything else, right? So in my practice, I focused on what I can relate to, what I've been through on high performing individuals, executives, leadership teams, management positions, or other associates who got promoted, who then have more responsibility, higher stress levels, and really benefit from an additional support structure to have someone help them prioritize their health and wellness.
So it sounds like you picked your niche. It sounds like you know what you want to do.
Right. And my clients really are happy with what it's going with because they can relate. I can relate. We are on the same level where we can talk. And that really helps to pick a niche where you feel comfortable working with and talking to your clients.
Yeah, we have a saying that goes around here. It's people work with people, people don't work with logos. So it's really,
Exactly.
yeah, it's so important to connect on that personal level and to share your story. And sometimes it's so hard to come out of your shell because everything is just so personal. And I'm always envious of those people who can so freely share themselves because I just wish I was a little bit more open like that. But it's a work in progress. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for sharing yourself with your clients. Just like all the other coaches on a platform, I am in awe every single day of the amazing work that you guys do. So thank you. So just a little bit of background. Sasha actually has a practice already on YourCoach, but he hasn't created programs, and he had questions about what the best way to do it. So that's what we're going to do today. That's going to be the demo, and then at the end we're going to have some questions for Q&A. So if there's anything that you want to ask, I'm really happy to answer. And hopefully everybody is going to walk away having gotten something of this hour that we're going to spend together. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen here. Hopefully there's not going to be any embarrassing text from my kids coming in. So we go to the most important place on here is the Your Space tab, which is right in the middle. And this is going to show everything that has to do with your practice. So the practice tab on the left, we're going to get to that a little bit later, but I wanted to show you all the other tools that are here in the Your Space. So we have the library, and the library is here for all the materials that you want to share with your clients. So it can be documents, it can be folders, you can organize everything in there, it can be URLs, and it can be images and photos that you want to share. Here we have finances, and the payment processor that we use here in YourCoach is Stripe. Have you set up payment processor yet? What do you use?
I do set up Stripe, and it's a hassle going individually, getting the credit card information from the client and then putting it into Stripe separately. So it's great that I can put that through the app and
Yeah,
have it
so,
automated,
so
I
that's
guess.
that's something that we use, and we have been listening. And I know some of you guys use Apple Pay and PayPal, so that is going to come. But right now we use Stripe. And I'll show you a little bit later. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. We don't obligate anybody to use this payment processor. So if you want to accept payments outside the platform, you can still run your programs on here without going through Stripe. But if you do go through Stripe, everything is right here. You can manage your payments, incoming and outgoing, because every coach needs a coach. So if you decide to join somebody else's program, you can also pay through Stripe as well. Here we have a toolbox. So we're going to have a lot of exciting things coming into the toolbox. I was going to tell you a little bit about this later, but we have somebody who's coming on board, and it's going to be a familiar face, and it's going to be our YourCoach marketing experts. And we're also going to be having a legal expert that's coming on board. So they're going to be providing a lot of information that's going to be in here already. That's going to be free for you to use. A lot of tips and hints that you can use with your practice. But what we have here for now is we have this interactive questionnaire. So questionnaire form, however you want to call it. So we have 91 questions that you can pick and choose to use with your clients, or you can create something from scratch. So if you want to create it from scratch, you would do this create questionnaire on the right hand side. And this is the onboarding questionnaire that we have. And you can see that it's divided into a lot of sections. So you can click on it, you can look in details, and these are all the questions that we kind of just went through a minute ago. So let's say you don't want to use this, you want to create your own. So you create a new questionnaire, questionnaire name for Sasha. Let's continue. You don't have any sections. So let's say I want to add a section on personal information. Let's see what templates there are available already. Oh, there's a personal information template, there's social information, there's health information. Let's say I want to add this to my questionnaire. And by the way, you don't have to, you can create each of these questions from scratch. But
Okay.
if you want to add this to your, please stop me at any time if you have questions.
I will.
Okay, because I can just talk and talk and talk about this like forever. And I do, like all day, every day. So let's say you wanted to use this for personal information, but you decide it's really relevant for you, your client's height, you can delete this question. And then, oh, you realize you want to add another question. You can choose what kind of question it is, either text, multiple choice, check boxes, and you can add another question. You can go through all the sections, or you can create your own completely from scratch, like I said. Once you save it, you can send it to your clients directly in the app. They fill it out in the app, and then you can view it at any time. You can also see the progress. So if you send them 20 questions, but you see they went in and they answered 2 of those questions and they haven't finished, you can kind of nudge them a little bit again through the app, and you can say, what's going on? Is there anything I can help you with? So you can keep in constant contact with your clients and see how it is that you can help them.
Okay, cool.
Good. Okay. Okay, the YourCoach certification. So we get a lot of questions about this. Right now, part of the YourCoach certification is you can upload your certificates. I know you worked super hard for your health coaching certification and for the board exam, and you can absolutely upload these right here, along with any other trainings that you may have. I know we talked a little bit before, so you know a lot about like personal training, and you've been a trainer in the past. So you can upload anything that you think would be relevant to your practice.
Is there a limit on how many certificates I can upload?
No, there's a limit to how many you can do, probably, just there's not enough hours in a day, but you can upload whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you're proud of them, we're proud of them, so please upload them. And if you want to once you upload them, if you want to make them public, you can do that where other coaches can see them as well. If you want to hide them, you can do that as well. So, privacy is very important to us. Before I go any further, actually, just a word about the platform. We are absolutely HIPAA compliant. Security is of utmost importance to us. We recently updated our privacy policy in terms of service. So please go and take a look at that. We don't sell any of your data, and we take utmost pride in protecting it. So just please take a look and just make sure that everything is up to your standards.
And I assume the same goes for clients, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. Yeah. So the privacy policy in terms of service, they refer to both coaches and clients. So it's very, very detailed as to what it covers. That's a great question. Thank you. Okay, so I just started saying, so part of it right now is the certification. What we're doing, and this is super exciting, we obviously we're a platform for health coaches. That is truly what we are. We have hundreds of requests from clients, from regular users who are downloading the app on a regular basis and who are looking for a health coach. So we used to turn them away because obviously that's not what we do. But recently we decided to start matching practicing coaches on the platform and clients. So if you are a practicing coach with your own clients and you create programs and you chat with them and you create goals and you reach those goals, you will be eligible to get connected with clients who are looking for a coach, but only for eligible coaches, only for the ones who are practicing with their own clients. So where does the certification come in? We are implementing a system. It's going to be a really, really fun gamification system. So the more you practice, you're going to be able to see your levels, and you'll be able to see at what point you can be recommended to other clients. So I hope you like that.
I can play around in the app. That's great.
Yeah.
But you led me to another question.
Yes.
Working with other coaches, and when I have clients there, can my clients see other coaches on the platform? Can they find if they're looking for a specific coach other than myself as a health coach?
Awesome question. So the clients that you bring onto the platform, they will only see you. They will not see any other coaches.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're your clients. The clients that we match, and it's not, when I say we, it's our algorithms that match the clients that are coming onto the platform with the coaches who are practicing, and it's based on a lot of different things. They will match the client with the 2, 3, sometimes 4 coaches, and it's up to the 2 of you to decide if you want to continue that relationship, if you want to start that relationship. So the new clients that are coming through us, that are coming through your coach, they will be able to see you and a couple of other coaches to see who they best connect with. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, then we have notes, and this is after each session. If you want to leave some notes for a client, again, they're only visible to you. If you want to share them with your client, you can absolutely do that, but they're your notes, again, secure, only visible to you. So if I want to add a note, I can search my clients by name, or I can search them by squad, and we'll go into the squad concept in a minute. And these are the joint programs. Again, so if you are a coach and you're looking for another coach, somebody to connect with, this is where you would see who you have connected with. And we have active and we have archived, so they're just not in your way. Are we good so far?
We're good.
Okay, awesome.
A lot that you're offering and a lot to take in.
I know, it's a lot. It's a lot to go through in an hour, right? So, I mean, if you have any questions, you know, I'm always available. So reach out to me anytime, even though remind me how much of a time difference you and I have. You're in...
I think we're in 9 hours now. I'm in San Francisco, California.
You're in San Francisco. That's what I thought. Yeah, 9-hour time difference. But we make it work. Okay, so let's go into the practice, and we'll go through creating a program, because I know that's one of the questions that you had. Let me touch upon this idea of squad, because I know I mentioned it to you, and a lot of people, it's a very new concept. So a lot of people always ask me what that is. So when you create a program, and we'll do that in a minute, it creates a shell program. So you set up everything that, and the idea behind it is, let me just backtrack a little bit, that you probably have the same skeleton for a program with a lot of your clients. So I know some coaches offer 1 month, 3 months, 6 months programs. Sometimes they go on a monthly basis, right? But you, in general, you can offer like a couple of different things, but for each client, each offering is pretty standard as to the number of sessions you have or what materials you share. So when you create a program, you put in all the materials there. You put in a contract, you put in whatever you want to share with your clients on any particular day, you create tasks for them, and that creates a program. For individual programs, whenever you send an invite to a client and they join that program, it will create a squad. And the idea of a squad, it's actually a funny story. I've told it a couple of times, but when I was brainstorming with my husband and we were trying to figure out, what do I call this? And I'm trying to explain, and I want this for people to come together, and I want it to be like a special place for them and to manage. I'm like, is it team? Is it classroom? What is it? And my daughter, my older one, she was 16 at the time, she looks at me and she goes, are you talking about a squad? I'm like, yeah, I am talking about a squad. So that's how the idea of squads came about. So it's a relatively new concept. So when you, yeah, go ahead. Do you have a question?
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry. So when a client joins an individual program, it creates a squad between you and that client. And everything that you put into that program, all the materials, contract, everything, it gets transferred into that squad. So you don't have to create a program for each individual client. You can just create one, and it's going to create one every time a client joins. For a squad, you can actually go in and you can change things up. If you decide that you want to share something on a different day, or if you want to add more materials to that client, if you want to assign more tasks, you can absolutely change it. Everything is super flexible, and it's for you to run your practice the way you want it. For group programs, because I know a lot of coaches, they run group programs, you can create a maximum size of a program that you want. And let's say you want a group of 20 people and you send it out to 50 clients, and great, 40 of them want to join. So the first 20 will go into a squad. And for the next 20, you will get asked if you want to admit them to the squad, and if you want to extend the size, or if you want to create a new one just for them. So you're always in control of what you do. So does that make sense? Or
It does. So I personally run more individual one-on-one coaching than group programs, but I'm
Okay.
thinking about adding group programs. And is there a limited number of participants that I can have in the group and then in the squad?
Only as many as you can handle. It's up.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't set limits. It's up to you.
So I set my own limits.
You set your own limits. You know what? If you can break it, if you can, have a number of participants that we don't support, I would love to see that. So
I'll challenge accepted.
that would be a good problem to have on both of our ends, I think.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Add program. So this is something that you and I are going to do because, and this is on the bottom of the screen. So I went into in my practice. So your space in practice, your coach practice. That's my practice. That's the name of it. And we're going to add a program. And by the way, I recently created this Getting to Know the Your Coach Platform program. It's 3 days. It's for us to get to know each other. It's for you to get to know the platform, to ask us any questions you may have. So all the coaches on the platform, you can go ahead and you can register and you can be in my 3-day program. And I'm looking forward to meeting all of you.
And I see it's free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's free.
Wonderful.
I like to give stuff away.
I was just wondering because where free stands, is that usually where I put the price for my program?
Yes, exactly. So you're jumping ahead. You're good.
Oh, okay.
You
I
are
can wait.
good.
That's coming in later.
You're good. Next time you're going to do this webinar. I love it. Okay. So program name, again, we're going to do Sasha program. Okay, program description, you can do that. You can set the image, that's self-explanatory. For the sake of time, not gonna go into that. Okay, and here is where you can create a group or individual program. And this is exactly what I was talking about, the max size for group, but we're gonna go with the individual option for you. So individual program, and let's say you wanna run it, how many months?
I typically run month by month.
So let's do like a 12 months program.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep, 12 months sounds good. Okay, so here's the payments. Yes, I was offering the free program, so that's there. Let's do a custom amount, and without giving anything away about what you charge or what you do, let's say this is a program for $500. You can do a payment plan where there's a one-time fee, and this is if you use Stripe through us. And by the way, Stripe, I believe, charges around 3% for their processing. We don't take anything on top of that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so your coach does not take anything on top. It's just whatever their fees are.
So you really like to give away free stuff.
I really do. It's a little bit of a problem. I'm kidding. I'm very sarcastic. So anybody who knows me, I always tell people I have a really, really weird sense of humor. So just bear with me. And yeah. Okay, so you can do a one-time payment or you can do a monthly payment, whatever you decide. So this is what we talked about accepting payments through the platform or not. There's a toggle right here, and this is this paid elsewhere option. So if you decide to do that, that means you accept payments without the platform, and you can still have a paid program on here. Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Okay.
So if I bring on clients that I currently work with, and I already set up their payment structure outside, they're probably prepaid in advance. I can just roll them over to the platform, hit that toggle, and they're good.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, you would attach your document here, choose document from my library, and this would be your contract. So let's do this one. Okay, so coaching agreement, that's the contract. And then your client, when they join your program, they will have this open to them right away and they will sign it digitally. And then you will have in your library, I don't know if you saw before, we can go to it later. There's a contracts folder where you're gonna see all your client contracts that were signed.
Okay, good. Okay. I do have one more questions about the pricing and payment. If I work with international clients and I have someone overseas in a different currency than dollars. How would I set that up?
So you would set it in dollars and they would convert for them, or you can just convert into whatever the cost is. Like, so it's only able to handle it in dollars right now. That is a
Okay.
really good question, and we will look into that. And within a couple of months, you will see other currencies on the platform. I promise.
Uh,
So yeah, we have coaches from all over the world that are registered, but mostly it's US. I would say that 80% of our coaches are from US. So that's why we're working in dollars, but it's a great question. So I am noting that, and we will have other currencies on the platform
Step by step.
step by
All
step.
right.
We're
Thank you.
startup, man. We're startup, it's startup mode all the way. Okay. So, required personal information. So if there's something you need to know about your client before they join, let's say you spoke to them and you only know their first name, but you also want to know their last name, you want to know their phone number, you can check it. So when they join, they automatically have to leave this information here. Okay, confirm. And, oh, I knew it. Clubhouse. Unbelievable. We can talk
We
about
can
that
speak to
later.
Clubhouse and make an intro on Clubhouse, how the app works and what you can do with that. And
Yeah, because we talked about how much I love, doing social media. So sure, but we will. Our community manager is actually really, really awesome. Rebecca is amazing at Clubhouse. So we are going to have events where we're going to talk about it. But these notifications, they just keep coming.
I
Um,
know.
okay, so this is the tasks and events. This is where you would add something for your client. So is there something that you want them to do like on a regular basis, daily, maybe weekly, monthly?
Yeah, I have one client that I have weighing in every morning. It's a routine to set up, and he's stepping on the scale each morning.
So morning weigh-in, and we're gonna do this daily, starting with day one. Let's say you wanna do this at 6:30 a.m. every morning. You wanna send them a reminder. So you create a task, and it's taking a second. It's always like that when, oh man, technology. Okay, here we go. It needed to do 12 months of tasks. So now you have morning weigh-in for every day of this 12-month program that you have with your clients.
And he has to check the box that he's done it.
So he can check the box, and he can also send you a message along with that. Also, so for some coaches, they track nutrition as well. So we have nutrition tracking. If a client inputs what they ate, it does very basic macro calculation, and clients can also track their water, because water is really important. So they can track by glasses. It's actually really cute. So you can add tasks like this throughout. They can be daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you decide. And then you can also do a live event. So live event is a conference, like a video conference. So let's say you want to do just like an intro one to your client, and you want to do this on day 5 of the program. Um, you create a live event, and then on the day 5 of the program, it's going to send a reminder to both of you, and you can do it directly in the platform.
Is that also where I set up my Zoom calls one-on-one for every week, for example?
So we don't use Zoom. We use the video that's embedded inside the platform, which is a HIPAA compliant solution as well. So
Mhm.
if you want to, so this would be a video that would be through the platform. If you want to do Zoom, you can certainly do that. And you can set a reminder for your client that there is a Zoom session, and you can attach a link, and you can do that outside. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and this is the next we go into the library that we talked about, and this is where you would add materials. So this is the materials I previously added. This is a book that I like everybody to read. It's an amazing book. So let's say I added this here, and then here you can manage actually when you want your clients to have this open to them. So you can choose a day where you want this available. So let's say you want it on day 5. That means the client is not going to see this image until day 5 of your program. And the reason we have it by days is because what we talked about before, the skeleton program. And then once it creates the squad, because the squad has actual dates, there's going to be a date attached to it. So if you go into the squad and you say, you know what, like it falls on a Sunday, I wanted to see it on a Sunday, you can change when you want your client to actually be able to see this.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we continue, and this is where you add goals to the program. You can add a goal here, and this could be if you're running something that is the same for all your clients, like reduce stress because you work with high executive. So the main goal of all your programs is reduce stress. So you can put that here. You also don't have to choose this until you talk to an individual client, and you can do that later once the squad has started. So this is
Mm-hmm.
optional, but you don't have to do it. Okay, and then you continue, and this is where we complete the program setup. I wanted to mention the co-coaching option. So that's something that we have on a platform where if you specialize in stress management and your client is pre-diabetic and they want somebody who's working with pre-diabetic clients, you don't need to refer them out anymore. You can find another coach on the platform through the community, and you can create a program together, and you can accept payments together. You can create tasks for your clients together, and you can manage your clients together on the platform.
Okay.
Okay, Sasha, we created a program.
Wonderful.
We did it.
Now let's get clients in.
We did it. Let's get clients in. Okay, so you publish your program, and then you get to invite your clients. So these are the clients that I've worked with before, so I can invite them by name. For you, since you haven't worked in a platform before, you would invite them by email. So you would put your client email here, and then you can add a personal message from you. Just, this is Sasha, welcome. This is how we'll be working from now on. It's going to send your clients an email. They download the app, and you're in business. When they
Awesome.
come in, there's going to be a notification already for them on the notification screen, and you're going to be the only coach they see. So here also in your practice, you get to see all your clients by clicking on the client tab. You also can link your Calendly to it. So if you have availability and you want your clients to book, you can link your Calendly. We have a really, really amazing scheduling system that's coming in Q1, actually. I don't know the exact date, but it's coming, and it's going to be integrated with your calendar. So it's going to be amazing. But for now, we have the Calendly integration. So just also, because we talked about goals a little bit, so we talked about setting a long-term goal for your clients. As you're working with them, it's a really great idea to set short-term goals with them as well. So let's go into the squad that I have. And by the way, I'm showing you, this is not a real client. I'm not showing anybody's information. So this is somebody on my team. We created this together. This is not, yeah. So just so everybody's aware, I don't share any client information on this webinar. So one of the short-term goals that we created is create your first program. And we go in here, and this is Alex. The part of this short-term goal was create a program, add materials to the library, add client tasks, and invite your clients. Alex did 2 of those steps. Those are crossed off, and I see that there's 2 more steps remaining. So there is a way for a coach and a client to track those goals. And you can set as many of them. You can also go into the chat with your clients. There's no messages here just yet. You can create as many goals as you want, short-term goals. Actually, here we can try one here. Previous goals, it's gonna go into the ones that you've set before for others. Like if you have the same goals that you set with clients over and over, so you don't have to enter them. Let's say we wanna do a new goal. This is a main one that we can add.
Okay.
Any questions?
That's super straightforward.
Yes. That's the goal.
If we're coaching, both coaches can set goals individually.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, both coaches are going to be able to see them. Here you will have requests. Those are, if we talked about like the group programs requests, or if you're going to be connected with clients through our platform, this is where the requests, you would see them as well. These are the invites that you sent out to your clients. Wow, I've talked a lot. You can edit.
It's a lot to talk about.
It's a lot to talk about. I think we're going to need a part 2 for this. This is where you edit your practice. The more you add, the better. Clients are very visual people. You know this, they want to see. So the more information you have about you, the better. A lot of coaches add their website on there. You can, but from our experience and from what we heard from clients who are on the platform, they like everything in one place. So the more information you actually have in here about what you do, without them having to leave and go to yet another place,
Mhm.
that works better from what we understand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um, yeah. So on the squads, you have all the squads that you're going. You have the direct messages that you can talk to people through, and you also have all the squads that you're running at the time, as well as you have your archive squads on the bottom. These are the to-dos and goals that you have with your clients. And this is the community feature that we're super excited about. So you can connect with other coaches that are on the platform, and you can search. There's tons of us on here, and you can connect with mentors if that's somebody. And some of these are mentors with paid programs, and some of them just offer mentoring for free. And of course, this is the notifications tab.
And the mentors are only available for coaches, right?
As opposed to, you mean like as opposed to your clients?
Yes.
Yeah, only coaches see it. So all of this, it's very coach centric. It's only for coaches.
Okay, great.
My God, I need a sip of water. Been talking so much. Do you have any questions? Is there anything that I didn't cover, maybe that we should talk about?
Um, you touched on a lot, and it's a lot to process. I have to finish to set up my practice on there. And I'm sure as soon as I have clients set up on the platform, I have even more questions for webinar number 2.
Awesome. 2, 3, 4. I've been told that we're going to be doing these a lot now, so prepare to see a lot more of me. So also just wanted to let you know, I mean, as you get started and as you keep going, anything that you want to share with us, we have a newsletter that comes out all the time. I think you're subscribed to the newsletter because I think you mentioned something. So if you want to feature something that you do, we feature coaches all the time. Reach out, let us know. We always want to celebrate the coaches on a platform. If you have any ideas of what we can do on our socials, let me know. Like I said, the desktop version is coming very, very soon. So that's new. Yeah. So we're going to go into the questions because I hear there's a lot of questions. If you want to stick around, so happy to have you. And I can't wait to catch up and see how it's going and where you're going to practice.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for talking me through it and answering so many questions.
Thank you,
I'll
Sasha.
stick around and listen to the other questions that I'm sure are coming in. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Bye. Okay, you guys, I'm having like way too much fun with this because I haven't stopped smiling. And now I'm just going to scroll through some of these questions. Wow, there's a lot of them. Um, will this work on Android? I think I'm just going to go from the bottom up because that's the easiest way. Will this work on Android? Absolutely. It's Android and iPhone. Cost long term, great question. If you are on the platform right now, if you're on the platform already, there's no cost for life. We're not charging everybody who's downloaded up until, I'm going to dare say, March of this year, until we're going to roll out our payment system in March of this year. So anybody who has registered on the platform and created a practice, you're not going to be charged. You get all our features for free for life. In March, we're going to start charging new coaches on the platform. It's not going to be a lot. We are trying to keep the costs down. We want to give you something. We want to give you a great solution that you can work with your clients and you can help as many people as possible. But I will tell you this, that we are putting a lot of gamification ideas in there that you can reduce your cost by practicing with your clients on the platform. So the more you do, the more you use, the more you help your clients reach their goals, the lower the cost is going to be for you to use the platform. Okay, let's see. Security. Yes, we are HIPAA compliant. Security is of utmost importance. There's our privacy policy and terms of service on the website. Please take a look. Please read it. My partner has been in healthcare for a very, very long time. He's the CTO of our company, and he had doctor rating startups in the past that he has sold. And security is everything to us. So please take a look. And if you still have any questions, we're happy to answer. Will the clients be charged from using this platform? The clients get charged whatever you charge them. We don't charge the clients anything. They're your clients. You manage that. Security from hackers. We're as secure as anybody else. You know, we take all the precautions. I mean, I shouldn't say as anybody else. We take all the precautions to make it as secure as possible. That's the best that I can do. That's the best that any platform can tell you. We take it very seriously. Everything is in place. We review our protocols all the time. So it's, yeah. Okay. Let's see what else. All right, let me stop sharing my screen so I can see these questions better. Okay. And there's silence. Okay, here we go. Great question. So there's an invite that you can send to the client, and I'd love to have a simple invite link to my YourCoach space that I could be shared with my community and socials. So this is deep linking, and it's coming. So we're working on it, and deep links are coming, I want to say in Q1 of this year, where you're going to be able to share it on your website, you're going to be able to share it on your socials, and it's going to take your clients directly to your space on YourCoach. Okay, and I lost the questions again. Okay, somebody said that they don't have a questionnaire that I showed. The questionnaire is in everybody's toolbox. If you can't find it, please reach out and we'll help you. We'll help you get to it. But it's in everybody's toolbox. The one that you can use the template. Okay, Carrie asked, she checked out the app and couldn't figure out how to add a client. So we went through that. After you create your program, you send your client an invite. There's an invite button on the screen, and that's what you send to your clients. If you missed that part when we went through it, please reach out and I'll be happy to walk you through that again. Okay, yes, recording will be available. Okay. You don't have the join programs listed. That's because you haven't joined many programs. If you join programs, they will be on that join programs tab. And this is by connecting with other coaches that are on the platform. Shared note feature to allow coaches to post weekly habits for individual clients. So to post habits for clients, you would use either the task and to-dos feature, or you would use the short-term goals feature. You can use either one of those. Are you going to be able to make this platform available on computers in addition to phones? Yes, absolutely. We're starting to test it. And I know some of you have been waiting to start testing it. My biggest downfall is well, if you ask my husband, it's not my biggest, but I have more, but I'm quite a bit of a perfectionist. So we're buttoning up a lot of things before we're letting it be beta tested. And that invite is coming out to all of you who've been waiting. It's coming out, I promise, next week. You can hold me to it. It's next week. Yeah, so I went through this a little bit before. So for those of you who joined later, the reason we went mobile first, because everybody was on the move. Everybody's at home now, so there's going to be a desktop version. But we do believe that the combination of the two, that's the best option. So you can still coach your clients through the phone, because that's much easier when you're around, when you're always hopefully we'll all be going places again sometime soon. But to adding materials to your library, to setting up tasks and programs, sure, that's easier from the desktop, and you can absolutely do that as well. We're also going to have a lot more community features on a desktop, which is like super exciting. Okay, let's see. Can people within the group view each other? Yes. If they're in a group, they're able to see basic information about each other, like their name, and location, and everything else, just whatever they put in a group chat, they can view. The idea behind was that if somebody is in a group together, then the reason for that group is for them to support each other, to have that group environment. So it's all about sharing. Can pricing currency be changed? It will be, not yet, but Sasha actually requested that. So yes, we will be doing that. I'm in the planning stages, planning to launch soon. Can I still join now for free? Yes, you can join now for free, and you're going to be grandfathered in for life, and you can build your practice whenever you're ready to do it. Okay. The computer version will occur during the free period, but if you register on the mobile version, you will have the desktop version anyway. So register now on a desktop, and when I'm sorry, register now on the mobile, and then when the desktop is rolled out, absolutely, you will have that as well. Hmm. Okay, I see somebody is feel that they're missing a lot of the features. First of all, make sure that you update the app, because we do updates regularly. So just make sure you have the most current version. And then if you're still having issues, please reach out and we'll be happy to help. Can you set up group video conferences? Yes, you can do that. What is current pricing? Current pricing is free. Okay. On co-coaching, how do payment split work? You figure it out with the other co-coach, you put the percentages in, and then the money is transferred automatically to you. Thank you. So many of you are like just saying that it's a great app. Thank you so much. Okay, this is a great question. You're set up on another platform. How easily can I import into YourCoach? Reach out to us and we'll help you convert your workflows. So that's what we've been doing, because I know a lot of coaches, you have the way you work already, and sometimes it works, sometimes it's really clunky, but it's something that you just don't have time to do. So we have an amazing team here, and we're here to help you do whatever it is that you need. If you need us to convert your forms into our forms and questionnaires so it's interactive, we can do that for you. We can help you set up your program. So just reach out to us. You can reach out to team@YourCoach.health, or you can reach out to social@YourCoach.health. Okay, I'm being shown that we are running out of time. So just a few more questions. Will you be sending a replay of the webinar? We will, yes. We will save this and we will share it on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, by the way, has all of our symposium videos from last November, which is a really, really great resource. If you want to go and take a look at that, please feel free. No one can operate a business for free. You're right. We're very lucky to have investors who very much believe in us. And we wanted to give this platform for free during the pandemic, because we felt it was important to empower coaches, because you're needed now more than ever. But like I said, in March, we are going to start charging for the platform. Okay. Let's see what else. What does the platform cost? I think we covered that. Okay, I think we covered a lot of these questions already. Just for the sake of time, if there's something that I haven't covered, you guys send me a message. Oh, thank you. We're excited to have you on here. Oh, so sweet. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you. I love what I do. I got to tell you, like a little honest, I love doing this. I love building this. I love working with my team. I am completely terrified. Not terrified. It's just, I cringe every time I need to be on camera and I need to be very like people facing. And I'm just sharing this with you guys, just being like really vulnerable here. But just getting this feedback and getting and understanding how we are helping and what we're doing for the coaching community, this puts a huge smile on my face and it just warms my heart. So sorry for being cheesy, but thank you guys so much. Okay, how do people sign contracts? Yeah, they sign them directly within the app with DocuSign. I mean, not DocuSign, sorry, with our internal signature, digital signature. I'm definitely running out of time. So we're going to save all these questions. And for anything that we haven't answered, we are going to answer them on our website and our socials. We're going to add them to our FAQs. Please connect with us. We're going to have a lot of these webinars going forward. I'm so excited to have, and I'm going to announce this to you guys first, Cole Spike, who you may know from our symposium that we did. She is going to be hosting a series of webinars on marketing and how to promote yourself as a coach. So she specializes in helping coaches grow their practices. And this is going to be available to our community. The first webinar is going to be in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Sorry, I had to ask. I can't keep everything in my head. So the first webinar is going to be in 2 weeks. We'll send a lot of information about that, but please be sure to register and send us feedback as you guys are trying the app, as you're using it. If you feel great feedback is amazing, it empowers me, but we also want feedback to tell us how we can make it better because this needs to be your virtual home. You need to be comfortable in it. It needs to be intuitive. And I'm just going to leave with this because my team laughs at me all the time. Because I always tell them if your 80-year-old grandmother can use it, then we're doing a good job. If your grandma can't use it, back to the drawing board. So test it on your grandmothers. Let me know how we're doing. And we're here to make it better. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being on this journey with us. And I can't wait to keep connecting with you guys and to see all of you.